going to take the North and never give it back.
So that's a good pick. You get the corner. I got to go bold, right? I got to go bold for this.
Yeah, she's got some nice long
Welcome
hair.
back to the Unbearable Sports Podcast. I'm your host, Brad Barron. Make sure to like and subscribe out there on YouTube so you do not miss a camp update. It is day 5 in the books, and we are breaking it all down today. And really, this is probably going to be a pretty short episode because it was a short day of practice. Why? Well, one thing in particular, pads come on tomorrow. So my take, they probably just wanted to do a little quicker of a practice because tomorrow's a big day. We have pads on tomorrow, but also the fans will be there tomorrow. Let me know if you're going to be down there. I won't be there tomorrow, but I'll be there at a different date. As everyone knows, tickets were very hard to find. I do know a couple people that are going that will give me a report back, so we'll have you covered tomorrow as well. But we have to talk a little bit of news today. So first things first, injury update. The biggest injury update that we can give is that Kyler Gordon was also absent from practice again today. I believe last practice too, he wasn't participating fully. He was doing some, but not everything. So something to at least monitor. We know how the Bears are with injuries, where if you're kind of injured, you're just not going to play out there. They're really just not going to put you even in the position to potentially get hurt. But besides all the different injury updates, the next thing is the defense ends up winning today. Today was really more of a defensive win. And what does this mean, right? Why we really haven't said offense wins or defense wins, right? There was the one time that we said people were saying the offense was winning the 2-minute drill. But really what is different about this camp is it sounds like a lot of times the offense will have their winning moment and then the defense will have their winning moment. So it's been kind of an even camp with more so on the defense, right? The defense, especially at this part, will be winning more reps. But today was more of the defense's, the defense truly did win today. They had 2 consecutive 3-and-outs to finish the day in the 2-minute drills. That's not great. That's really not awesome to hear because, and also it sounded like it was a lot of red zone work was also done today too. And just truthfully, Bears didn't do so great at that. Also, a couple big defensive plays. T.J. Edwards made a play on the ball and broke it up on a pass that was thrown. And also, Montez Sweat and the defensive line collapsed the pocket. Yet again, no pads are on, but he was able to get in there, get the ball away from Caleb, which he fumbled, and DeMarcus Walker ended up picking it up. And I want to just highlight this one piece. That Montez Sweat just continues to look good. People are saying that, hey, when you see him, he's just different than all the other players that are out there. Can't wait till pads are on, but still, we already knew this about Montez Sweat, and it's nice to hear, though, that he's just continuing to look great, continuing to look like that difference maker that we paid that amount of money for. But now, let's talk a little bit about Caleb. So what was going on? Now, it's been reported by many people that were there that Caleb Williams and his pass catchers, they look good in 7-on-7s. It was just when the offensive line and defensive linemen came out that we started to see a little bit of a shakeup. So 7-on-7s look good. He also threw an amazing pass. The play of the game was to Velus Jones, and Velus made this really nice catch, but really it seems like it was a beautifully thrown ball by Caleb. Yet again, the arm talent is still there. And in the interview today with Gerald Everett was talking about, hey, this guy's got some incredible pocket presence and really, really backed up Caleb being good in that pocket. Also, Pat Finley reported that just Caleb looked a little uneven today. Normally he's been more consistent, but just a more uneven day. So I didn't even want to create a graphic for this and say stock down or something as bold as that, because it's not really stock down. It was just an uneven day where it wasn't the way that he normally looked. So technically it was a quote unquote down performance, but it was uneven. And it's, hey, I'd take an uneven performance as a poor quote unquote performance out of my quarterback. Yet again, nothing to really kind of worry about. Caleb Williams so far has been looking the part as what people are reporting. He's been just the arm talent, still has some ways to go, but still looking good. But then other little pieces too. Ryan Bates was the starting center today, and that's kind of important because there's a couple false starts today. Right after we were reporting that there really hasn't been a lot of mishaps, that's where you saw some mishaps. There was some false starts. So it begs the question, when we talk about this center competition, was Bates to blame at all for this? That's something that the Bears are going to be watching and looking out for. Is there anything on Bates on that, or was it more of just a legitimate issue that somebody just false started and it had nothing to do with the center? Yet again, this is still a center competition. I still don't feel like they're going to have a set center for quite some time still. But hey, Nate Davis is still out there, and no reports that he has been missing any snaps, so that is awesome to see. But then another piece too, he won a situational drill twice versus the offense. Kevin Byard also intercepted Caleb Williams, but was kind of going out of bounds. And also Caleb Williams, like we know, best passes it was in the red zone with Valus and DeAndre Swift. So overall, up and down performance for cornerback 18, but ultimately, yet again, just learning to grow, learning to get better. And that's why I'm excited for people to see. I'm excited for fans to witness Caleb Williams, because I want to hear the fan perspective, not necessarily just the media that has already been seeing this. I want to get some fresh eyes to hear, what do people think of this, especially if they did see Justin Fields, because we've heard that this is different. He does look different throwing the ball and how he operates in the pocket rather than Justin Fields. So that's what I'm excited for. But last but not least, we got to talk about the special teams. Trent Taylor, good punt today. It was reported by Adam Johns after the Bears offense went 3 and out in the first situational drill. Rookie punter Tory Taylor did land a punt inside the 5 that was downed at the 6. Very good punt there. And also too, Tyreek Stevenson, when asked about his punt return duties and asked if he would like to return punts, he gave kind of a little nod. For me, even if he likes it, he's still your starting corner. Even though that Terrell Smith still looks good, to me, I don't want any starters out there on the kick return or punt return duties, just because injuries happen. Injuries happen. I don't want them out there. But like I said, today was going to be a quick little update. So small update from a short practice, but tomorrow, big day. So you're going to want to make sure to like and subscribe, hit the notification bell so you do not miss an episode. It helps out the show tremendously. And download the podcast everywhere that you get your podcasts. Just search for Unbearable Sports. And with that, Unbearable Sports Podcast, we are out.
Yeah, she's got some nice long hair, and you know that she's a